The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 76 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Swift.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On second down, Swift.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Washington, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got a man. Complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play go absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Play fake. Here's Love. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Third from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Love, they go play action now. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Love from the gun.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Love now. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Washington.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And almost intercepted.
It would have been his second pick in the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Love to throw, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Love now on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Swift. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is brought in by Gibson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice one.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, the scooping score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Hooked by Jeff Okudah.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Love going to keep it on the option.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Lions 31, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long for Love. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The throw complete here to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Will Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Off the play fake, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is Swift on the counter. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Play action this time with Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire